This is it. I can't go on any further. Well, I've had a good run anyway.
Hey, next.
Dapp, this is the end for me, man. I fell off and now I just can't go on.
Oh, come on. You still have the goon for the channel.
I can't. I just don't have it in me anymore.
Well, if you get up, I'll ride you.
Welcome to Femboy Life Support. In this data pack, by default, you will only have a maximum of 3 hearts. You also can't naturally heal, can't run fast, can't mine fast, can't attack at all, can't jump, can't take noon breaks, and can't Emmanuel. You will basically be in-game crippled. But thankfully, you have yourself a loving femboy that sticks by your side. He can also teleport to you when you need him. And along with that, he defends you from hostile mobs and projectiles. But of course, as he aids you, you must also aid him. Giving your femboy monster energy drinks will heal them up and give them an extra life. And the energy drinks are just retextured suspicious stews because you know, same thing. And giving your femboy different cosplays will also give you different effects. Cosplaying Astolfo will give you an extra 3 hearts that slowly refill over time. He also gives you back the ability to attack. You'll only do a balls amount of damage, but at least you can defend yourself. Cosplaying Felix gives you strength and heals you faster, but does not have the 3 extra hearts like Astolfo gives. You're a fragile glass, but you're a prick as well. Cosplaying Hideri gives you haste and night vision, so it's much easier to goon in the dark. Cosplaying Saika gives you back the ability to jump and gives you resistance too. Therefore, if you ever fall off, you won't be as hurt. Cosplaying Venti, while it does give you hunger too, also gives you speed 3 and slow falling, but best of all, he can ride you. And finally, cosplaying Najimi makes it to where any hostile mob that comes near you are teleported towards him instead. And we will not argue that Najimi's gender isn't actually confirmed. So once again, welcome to Femboy Life Support. I'm still sick, by the way. Attempt 1. You might think it's already difficult being on 3 hearts and being unable to defend yourself. And you'd be totally right, but you don't know the half of it. You will basically have to play as if you're on half a heart hardcore, with the twist being that you have osteoporosis on your limbs. But the redeeming factor of this data pack is that you will always have a loving femboy right by your side. And if he dies, then you die too. And if you haven't noticed, I'm actually playing this on hardcore. This data pack is pretty hard, but we gotta be harder. I'm pretty sure I've used that joke like 5 times already. Anyway, Venti can ride you while swimming as well. I honestly don't know what my goal is for this video, because it's genuinely difficult to even reach Mommy Dragon in the first place. And I'm also really behind on schedule. My schedule has just been too tight recently, I apologize. But I'll tell you what else is tight, my future next year, this joke has been discontinued. Though I think I've came up with a solution to the goal thing. I added femboy thigh shrines to Minecraft. Thigh shrines naturally generate in the overworld with 4 different variants. These being the plains variant, the desert variant, the snowy plains variant, and the cherry grove venti variant. These will also be added to the Way of the Goon very soon. Anyway, shout out to Dapp. He has amazing thighs. So my goal now is to find at least 3 out of the 4 different thigh shrines. That is the goal now, and not before. As you can see, this is only attempt 1. And I made the revelation that I have too much skill issue to even beat Mommy Dragon on attempt 9. So prepare to see 8 more attempts of me failing. Anyway, the ruined portal I found was completable after I made a bucket to finish it. We spawned in a crimson forest, with the fortress surprisingly being very close. Just ignore the fact that I already spoiled that I die in each of the next 8 attempts. But you know what doesn't die in 8 attempts? My Discord server. Future next year, this joke has been discontinued. I was about to dive right into the fortress but remembered last minute that I had to supply my femboy with monster first. So I gathered some... crack and dug for some buried treasure, which was actually pretty good. I did use about like 20 minutes to gather the mushrooms though, but that's always important if you're planning to play this data pack. I mean, the least you could do for your loving femboy is to give him his life essentials as well. Anyway, after filling up my femboy, we were ready to take on the fortress. I needed to be extra careful because tall black skeleton could probably 2-tap me. Thankfully none did and I was able to get close to a spawner. I started swinging but I needed to be fast because my femboy could only take so many balls in one go. You will also be notified each time your femboy loses an extra life, so it's easier to know when you have to pull out and retreat. And after realizing that I could only take 1 ball to the face, it was too late, and I died. I am also still dying in real life. I need me some actual femboy life support here as well. Attempt 2, the spawn was ass. Attempt 3, I was able to enter the nether very early on because I found a ruined portal that was completable, along with a flint and steel as well. The problem was, I entered too early. So attempt 4, you might think I'm intentionally giving up when I don't get a W seed, and you'd be totally right, you just don't know the quarter of it. I'm honestly just hoping I get another easy seed to do, because if I invest too much time into getting armor early, I'm always risking wasting a lot of time because it's very easy to die. Like that. How the hell does that even happen? Attempt 5, we spawned in a jungle with a poor ass temple right nearby. But you know what's not ass poor? My Discord server. Future next year, this joke brings white tears down my legs. Attempt 6. I finally had my first encounter with a Femboy Thigh Shrine, and I don't want to disrespect the ancients, but they really gotta work on choosing their shrine locations better. I'll take the items for future use. I also found another ruin portal that was completable, but I needed a bucket first, so I went mining. And after getting enough iron, I entered another. Okay, this area was a tad bit tight, so I just dug into it until I was able to come out. Even worse though is that I completely forgot to take down my portal coordinates, so I just accepted my fate when I entered the bastion. Attempt 7. I was able to get some monster energy drinks very easily, spawning in a growth taiga and next to a dark oak forest. It filled up both me and my Femboy pretty well, but you know what else? I'm tired, man. I've set my own Discord up for failure and I didn't take too much consideration when I made it. And shutting it down felt like I needed to see my own son get lowered 6 feet under... Wait. Feet? After exploring the desert for a few minutes and raiding a nearby village, I went to the nether once again. It was again pretty tight, so I just got digging, and still continued even with wooden pickaxes. You can tell I was starting to lose it here. Surprisingly, I did actually cross a fortress while doing this, so I carefully went down to get there. But unfortunately, I got overwhelmed pretty quickly, and neither was my Femboy able to handle the bowls. So a lesson learned, you can never have too many monster energy drinks. Attempt 8. This time I decided to actually get myself a bow so I can defend myself, because using swords alone has proven to be very ineffective. I went ahead and traded with a Fletcher and went straight to making a portal because I was confident that I was actually gonna make good progress this time. You know, positive thinking. I only really wanted to scout out the area so I could prepare for what I needed. So after looking around, I realized I definitely needed more blocks, so I went back. Seems like the game really didn't want me to get more blocks. This was definitely both a skill issue and a luck issue. Okay, maybe more of a skill issue. Alright, I give. I'm gonna start using set seeds. Don't worry, I only pick one with the necessary biomes being near spawn. Trust me, I did not rig any of the structures to give me 670 diamonds specifically. Attempt 9. I finally came to the realization that I am complete ass at this game, so I am setting an easier goal for myself. That being to find all 4 of the Femboy Thigh Shrines. Massive spoiler though, I only found 3. Yeah, this video turned out to be more of a showcase than a challenge thing. You just don't know the 8th, 16th, 32nd, and 64th of it. For some background, I actually coded all 4 of the different Thigh Shrines to have the same chances of spawning, but it also boils down to how many biomes spawn and how large they are. And because cherry groves have the smallest average of the 4, they only get an estimated amount of 13 per 10,000 blocks in each direction from 0-0. Basically meaning only an average of 13 Venti Thigh Shrines can be found in an area of 20,000 by 20,000 blocks. I'd say that deserves a Catman 18 video. Here's the math if any of you nerds want to follow along. Anyway, after climbing a mountain, I found another village which actually had some good stuff. And after scouting around more, I finally found another Thigh Shrine variant. And I mean, like, we all want to be in the place of that monster can. Come on. The loot was pretty decent as well. And on a random note, if you're wondering why I haven't been using Najimi at all, it's because he's more of a wild card since he focuses on defense. Now all that was left was to find either a desert or a cherry grove shrine, and you can already tell which one I'll be finding. And it actually didn't take the longest to find the other one after I went in a direction where a savanna was. And I know the ancient desert people were thirsting over this one for sure. But that also marks the end of this video. A pretty chaotic one, I know. This video was also admittedly pretty rushed, and it's still over a week overdue. I'll try my best to lock in harder next time, lads. Anyway, that's all for now, and I'll see you next time for the 10,000 Schizophrenic special. And as always, if you must goon, goon ethically.
I made that mess. Just kidding.